Hello and welcome to Sacred Symposium. This is part of my YouTube where I do a channel from spirit. Sometimes it's mediumship. I think it might be a channel today, just to bring forward a little positive message for you, something that might inspire, something might make sense to you as well. So often I can rumble on because the information is just coming through, but often I have to listen to it afterwards to see actually did it make sense, what was I talking about, what came through, because often when you're receiving, you get a word and then you get another couple of words and then you get a word, but you're not really sure where it's going or where it's come from. So it's not like putting a sentence together where you understand the sentence you want to say, so then you write down that. It's like you get bit by bit by bit. So often it can be like, did that make sense? I'm not sure. So today is Tuesday the 26th of August 2025. We've just had a bank holiday yesterday, but I had to work, which was fine. And I woke up this morning and I was, God, I'm going to sneeze. Sorry about that. Spirit is making my nose run and making me sneeze today. I don't think I've caught a cold. Maybe I caught something yesterday on the tube. Don't know. But yeah, for some reason, my nose is running quite a lot. Maybe that'll be explained. But I was saying, I woke up and I was like, oh, Saturday today. And I was like, no, I thought it was Sunday. I thought yesterday was Saturday because it was such a different day. Bank holidays are really different when you work them. And it all feels a bit weird. It kind of felt like we shouldn't have been there. Like it was just weird energy. Not bad energy, but just it kind of felt that this is a bit strange, isn't it? Like it's because it's a different vibe because people are away and etc. etc. So then today felt like a Sunday, and then I had to think for a while and go, oh no, it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. It's just like, oh, do you ever do that? Wake up and you forget what day it is? And sometimes I have to really concentrate to work out what day it is. It takes me a while. So it's Tuesday. Here is your Tuesday channel, and I hope you enjoy. Hopefully I won't be sneezing through this one. Okay, I'll just get locked in and then I'll come back in a second. Locked in means I'm going to just tune in. Okay, so I was just tuning in there and we've just opened the space to let Spirit come and join for this. Obviously Spirit is around all of the time, but I have a way of kind of switching it on, switching it off so I can get on with my everyday stuff. And then when I want to sit in the space, I'm much more open to what comes forward, and you have to sit quiet for that. You have to put yourself in a position of peace and openness and sort of a waiting, and you allow Spirit to come in. So my nose was running and I was sneezing, and I just got that, yes, we are back to school. And you know what that means. It's going to be the bugs, it's going to be the flus, it's going to be the colds, it's going to be all that kind of thing. And it was just a reminder to look after your immune system. So body brushing is great. We have lymph that we have under our skin, which is like our blood system, but it doesn't have sort of a pumping movement, so we have to move it. Partly if you do like jumping up and down on a trampoline, it's one of the best things you can do for your lymph, which is really important for detoxing. A lot of problems have happen because our lymph nodes get blocked up. So you've got lymph nodes on your neck, you've got lymph nodes here along your chest, you've got lymph nodes under your arms, you've got lymph nodes along your front of your belly, you've got lymph nodes just at your groin, and you've got lymph nodes on the backs of your knees. So you can pump those, but also body brushing is great. Just before you get in the shower, do a quick body brush and it just moves the lymph around. If you have someone that does lymphatic drainage massage, which is a very gentle massage because you're just moving the lymph just under the skin, so it's not a deep muscle thing, it's a very different massage, it's a draining massage, and that would be good too. But also to sustain yourself, you need things like, you need lots of vitamin C during this time of year, and you can get those capsules for kids as well. Vitamin C and zinc, very important. Magnesium, important. Vitamin D now, as we move into the darker months, a reminder just to up your vitamin D because it's so important for your immune system. And if you're not out in the sunshine, getting enough sunshine, you need to be taking vitamin D. So I take vitamin D. Honey is good. If you can get raw honey, that's excellent. Honey, vitamin D, vitamin C, zinc. And if for any viral things, this is not a prescription. Obviously, you can go to your GP and see if they can help you, or your herbalist and see if they can help you. But I find cat's claw is very good, and they're doing a lot of research on cat's claw with COVID. So if you get another bout, cat's claw is a good one. I actually take cat's claw every day because I just find it's very beneficial to me. I'm trying to think. Garlic is great. Ginger is great. Garlic and ginger can be a bit hard to stomach sometimes, so just be mindful of that. But one of the things that I used to love, and I rarely do now, just because I just never get around to it, and filling a bath with water is expensive as well these days, right? So, but a ginger bath, put some ginger in a bath and get in, and there's something so warming. Not too much, because it can be irritating to the skin. So only a little bit. So either you cut a few bits of fresh ginger, drop it in, or you can have like a drop of ginger oil, essential oil, pure essential oil, and just get in the bath. And there's something lovely and warming about that, and comforting about that. I remember things that are antiviral, which are garlic, for example, or asparagus is antiviral as well. And maybe lesser the eggs, because eggs tend to feed virus, so maybe cut back on the eggs and have a bit more asparagus. So for example, if you had like eggs for breakfast, maybe have some asparagus with maybe a little bit of bacon and butter or something instead of the egg, if you're feeling unwell. Lots of fluids, lots of water. What else? Kind of getting CBD as well. CBD oil may help. And things like rosemary, the essential oil of rosemary, or even having fresh rosemary. There's that expectorant, that clearing scent of rosemary, eucalyptus, rosemary, that type of thing will really clear out the sinuses. And then there's so many other benefits as well. Rosemary is a real self-confident energy oil as well. And these are the things. See, I want to make all these little products as well for you, all these essential oil products, but we're not there yet. We're trying to find the time. So that maybe is why I'm coming through with the nasal. Turmeric as well, anti-inflammatory. Turmeric is great. And cutting down on sweets. It's like I'm hearing there'll be enough time for sweets at Halloween and Christmas. So it's maybe cutting back a little bit on the sugar, because it won't help the body clear. So what we want to do is help the body clear. Things will happen anyway. So what you want to do is get the body in the prime position so it can clear things readily. I'm getting onion soup as well, which is not something I would necessarily get, or I don't think I've made soup where there's been onion in it, but I'm getting onion soup. So I'd say that's quite a strong one if you wanted that to clear something. Onion soup. Okay, so that's your little bit of boost your immune system. We're going into September. We want you to be able to manage whatever comes, because there will be bugs and people, I travel in the tube, so I'll be sitting there and there'll be people coughing and sneezing all around me, and literally like within hours I can be coughing and sneezing, because it's just next to you and you can't avoid it. And it's probably the same in classrooms and in offices. You just have people putting it into the environment, and then it's hard to avoid it. But what you can do is build your body, make your body strong, and give it the supplements and the backup that it needs to deal with the predator, which might be a viral, something like that, colds, flus, that type of thing. And it's not about, giving yourself more of something, because that's, if you don't want to suppress the system. So what happens if you keep kind of boosting a system artificially, you're suppressing. So actually you're worse off. I think they said that recently. They said the percentage of people who got the flu vaccine were 27% more likely to get the flu. So if you keep, that doesn't make sense, right? Gosh, will I put this up? I'll probably pull down for this. Anyway, let's get on into a channel, because I could go on and on. But it's just look after your health, look after your immunity, especially with the kids back to school. They can spread germs amongst themselves and then into the family. So plenty of vitamin C, fresh fruits, lots of liquids, those herbs and spices, and just peacefulness, comfort, art. When I used to get sick, I used to want to paint. So if you've got someone who's not feeling well, get them to do something creative. It just shifts. It just helps heal the body. It's crazy. It does. Okay. 10 minutes. Let's see what Spirit would like to give you as a message today. I'll just tune in. I'm not seeing anything in particular, but I was wondering, was I going to get a Native American, because I put in the plats today? Or maybe they're a bit Egyptian. I don't know. What do we think? I'll just see what wants to come through. Okay, I think it's my number one guide again. He came through on Tuesday's Zoom. Dearest ones, we have gathered to be with you in this place together. You will find that a time is approaching where you will be on notice to pay attention to what is going on around you. There's so much chaos, so much pain and suffering, and you feel it to a degree, but you do not feel it as they feel it. And so there is that observation element to it from your perspective. If you are observing, you are also affecting. It is the principle of observer affects the observed. So we remind you to notice, to pay attention, to reclaim ownership of your observation and how you have the power within you to shift realities. Yes, it may seem a little difficult to understand. However, this is an approach which can be used and has evidential backing. What we are saying is that the discomfort that you feel, whether in a far-flung place or in your own life, present here, right now, with you, is, from your perspective, a feeling. It is a feeling within you. And rather than run from this feeling, it is important to acknowledge it, to witness it, to really feel where it resides in your body. And you can integrate with it, you can communicate with it, you can ask it, where the discomfort, why the discomfort, because it will feel uncomfortable. It is like a virus this one was mentioning. Something is wrong, something is off, something has put you back to bed. And there you are. You cannot distract yourself too much because it is overwhelming. It is all that you feel, it is all that you sense. It is in your mind and in your body at the one time. You do not have the energy for anything else. It draws you into present like never before. And what happens here? You wonder, you think, You ask, you pray, you tune in, you feed, you nourish, you support a system. And you can tell the difference as that toxification is released, as health is restored, as new functioning health, which has learned new skills, is restored. You get to begin anew again, having come through. So you've witnessed discomfort, and you have realized that it was a path, that it taught you something, and that you have come through and survived. Why are we saying this to you? Because we want you to know that all that you are witnessing, all that you are experiencing, all the emotions that are being stirred up within you are there to teach you, are there to be witnessed, be felt. Many of you are frightened of your own emotions. Many of you are frightened of the depths of your ability to feel. Many of you don't want to feel. It is uncomfortable. We are saying you are in a human body in order to do so. You are in a human body in order to feel. This human experience is one that is positioned as a feeling nature. And you will learn a great deal about yourself by feeling, whether it is pain or joy, whether it is sadness or celebration. Many of you prefer celebration and joy, but you cannot run from the experience of the other, because throughout your life, and you will all know very well because it has happened to many of you, throughout your entire existence, it has not been one smooth path, as the memes say this is the path to A to B, and then this is my path, and it's upside down scribble. It is all over the place. It is over and back. It is never simple. And so you have that wealth of experience within you. You have dealt and managed a great deal. You didn't think you could. Many of you say, I don't know how I did it. How did I come through that? I'm not sure I could do that again. But you can, and you may need to, but you are able. We're not saying this because we are warning you that it is going to get very destructive and you're going to have to deal with a lot more feelings. Although that is a reality. We want to remind you of your brilliance. We want to remind you of the aspect of you that is higher than all of this physical ness. And yes, your feelings are that human aspect. But by being more aware of your energetic is the word we're looking for. By being more aware of your energetic self, you can bring balance quickly. You can see with new eyes. You can bring forward resolution with immediate effect. You can feel the discomfort and allow it to pass through your system. You can feel the discomfort and watch as it rises within you and you express it, and it moves off. The difficulty is many of you wish to hold on to it. The difficulty is many of you wish to be in that soup more often than not. There brings us to the first card in her tarot reading, which is the Five of Pentacles. Often the victim mode is one where one has difficulty and one calls out for support. And when one receives support, one feels the nurturing of that, and one wants that again. So one can remain in the victim mode because of the support that is given and the effect that that has on a person. So don't feel into it more than you need to. If you understood that that is not your work, your work is to elevate. If the majority of humanity elevated right now, all of humanity in all aspects, in all countries, in all regions, elevated their consciousness, there would be no war, no difficulty. It is the attachment to the humanness, the attachment to the values proposed and put upon individuals. This lack of awareness for their higher self, their higher senses. And that keeps you in this bind. You are bound to this unless you search higher and broader. You may think we have a bit of a stern tone, but this medium knows me well and knows I am direct. Because why would I waste time leading her down a path when I can get straight to the message? I can give her direction. I can tell her she needs to sit more. I can tell her she needs to trust more. I can tell her she needs to allow more. I can tell her she needs to believe more. I can tell her we are with her every step. And we wish she spent more time with us because all would fall into place easier. She is acknowledging. She is correcting her schedule, let's say, to incorporate that, to allow us into her life more. And it doesn't mean she is, we're seeing now, as the victim in the Five of Pentacles, that she is the one who's calling on us for support. And she gets attached to our support and she draws us forward. When you move higher, you are not below. You are on par. When you move higher, you are not your human self. You are a brilliant being. When you move higher, you work in collaboration. You are not a victim needing saving. When you move higher, not only can we assist you, but you, my friends, can assist us. We are in a level where cross coordination exists, and so on and so on and so on. So for the beautiful planet that you wish to see, it is not about being stuck in your limited human awarenesses. It is about rising out of them, rising out of the limits. And that may take time. But this period of time that you're going through is a historic part of your Earth's plan. So you're positioned here right now, meaning you have ability, you all have ability to raise the frequency of the planet. And in doing so, everyone on it. And in doing so, move out of the realms of the darkness and the lack. Because it is only in lack and darkness that you feel that you do not have and that you wish to take. It is only this negotiation with superiority that happens because of your human faculties. So to move beyond this into a celebration means the humanity rising out of their human faculties and embracing their spiritual ones. But we wish to say to you also, you are all doing very well. It is a difficult time. We recognize that. Many of you are putting in great work. Many of you are sowing seeds that will bring forth new energies. This can be in your work. This can be through your families, birthing these children who are bringing in frequencies and higher vibrations and understandings that the other generations did not have. The time is changing. It is not necessarily a dispensing of everything that you had as a human or have as a human, but it is elevating it, elevating your place within it. If you live in a castle, by all means have your castle, but elevate your energy within that castle. Elevate your personal energy, your body energy. Elevate the room energy. Elevate the building energy. Much can be done. And difficulty, yes, difficulty is upon you. And you feel an interruption in life's goodness. And we witness that and we see it. But if we could leave you with one thing, if you elevate your energy, if you raise your consciousness a little more, not only will you help yourself, your life, your family, but you will help the entire world. It is not you giving away of what you have or what you've got inside you. It is maximizing your frequency as best as you can where you are now. And as you move on, it will elevate and elevate and elevate. But where you are now, maximize your frequency. Maximize your light. That is how it will change. You are waiting for some man to decide. Someone to bring forth an energy that says, that's it, enough. Which may happen. What if you all don't shift with this new momentum? You will come up against this again. And it is not necessarily because you are drawing it to you, but there are many projects or agreements or contracts that have been laid down to treat humanity a certain way. Because while you are asleep, you are easy to manipulate and control. And if you rise, if you all rise, take back your power in the time that you are here, for the length of time you exist as you. Draw that power back to yourself. Draw that higher energy into your physical body. Move around the world with this higher energy. And if you all do it, you will access a new level of living. Fear not, we understand that many of you will not. Fear not, we understand that this will land on limited ears. But if you are listening and you wish to elevate your energy, do so. Ask your higher self to come and surround you now. Surround your field of energy, your auric field, and draw more of that light down into your body and let it rest within you. Feel that higher vibration, that frequency. Know that you are now on the earth, but in some sense you are angelic. Bathe in this frequency. And you can do this anytime you want. And it will help you and the planet. And it is certainly a plan for peace. It is time to get to know your higher self. And in doing so, it doesn't end there. There is much more to come. But that is an introduction. That is an encouragement. And we bless you with that higher vibrational energy. If you can close your eyes and sit with it. It is the truest version of you. It is a multidimensional version of you. It is not something else, something other. So much will become clear. So much of your past, so much of your present, and so much of your desires for the future. Work with your higher self every day, all of September, and notice actual change that has not been upsetting, but in fact has been revelatory. Blessings, we will leave you with that. Enjoy the high vibe. Thank you. Okay, hello everyone. Jacoby comes in and he's often talking about earthly matters in that sense, and what we can do to help ourselves in the most spiritual way. And he doesn't pull any punches, I think he said. Was it pull any punches? What was it you said? I'll have to listen to it back again. He's not afraid to be direct. He's very powerful. But in that message, so are we. So tune into it. you're feeling lost, if you're feeling like life is just the pits right now, if you're feeling directionless, if you're feeling sad, if you're feeling lonely, bring in your higher self. Bring that energy through. I don't know, when we went into that kind of slight little meditation, I was just purples all over. I could just see colours. And there was a sense of, are we going to do a meditation for the group? But it was just that little mini adjustment, I feel. Maybe we will do a meditation and put that up on YouTube as well at some point. I do have meditations on YouTube. You can just scroll down through what I've done. There are several different meditations on there that are helpful. But maybe there's another one coming up. Lovely. Thank you for listening. Do give us a thumbs up, a like, comment if it makes sense, comment if it helped. Try that out for September. Try sitting down for 5 minutes, asking your higher self to come in, to drop down into your body more and more and more, and see how you feel. That's the thing. It's not about somebody telling you something. You know, the whole religion thing is based on somebody saying, oh, this is what we believe. And then the next person goes, oh, this is what we believe. Why? Well, because so-and-so told me that this is what we believe. So this is what we believe. But actually have your own experience and see what you believe. Actually have a physical experience. You'll physically feel it. Energy, we are just energy. And so if we are vibrating at such a dense, slow level that you can feel us, then this is energy. You know, your cells are made up of energy. You go to the smallest particles, the subatomic particles, they're just energy. What was it I was thinking the last day? I don't think it was this morning, it could be yesterday, and it was about something about that quantum physics thing, because everything just basically is on, off, on, off, on, off the whole time. So you exist, you don't, you exist, you don't. There's like a switch, like a light goes light, no light, no light, no light, all of the time. And that's what creates you, that's what creates. You need to learn about quantum mechanics. And it kind of, I don't even know if this is the thing, but you know when you get those light bulb moments, you go, oh, I must talk about that, I must write that down. And of course I didn't, so it's gone. But it could have been something about new life, like you literally have new life every blink. You know, because you don't exist, you do exist, you don't exist, you do exist. That's how it is. That's my understanding. The world is very complicated. We all seem to see it in a particular way because we've just lived it this way. Everything is its set place. This is what we do. This is human life. But actually, that's like, it's like you looking through, like you've got a page and you're looking through this little corner and you're looking at life this way. You're missing the rest of the page. So we're moving into a phase of learning more about the rest of the page, not just looking through that little corner. Like, oh, that's life. But as with the tarot, fearlessness, move forward, let go of fear. Yes, that is the message today. I'm going to have to listen back because I didn't really, you know, you get, as I said, the odd word and then it kind of goes to the next word. So. But I think it's about raising the planet, raising the consciousness, raising your own consciousness for your own benefit. You should benefit. And those around you should benefit. But also, it's like a wave. What does the Rupert Sheldrake call it? It's that consciousness thing. Like mass consciousness, like it's this everything joins together. Oh my God, what is it? Can you give me that word, please? I've got it, I can see it, it's on the tip of my tongue. Pause a second. I don't know. I'm getting something there like harmonic resonance or something like that, but it's not that, I don't think. You know what I mean. Pop it in the comments below if you've got it. Yeah. I wonder what harmonic resonance is. That's interesting too. I'll leave you with that. Thank you very much. Sacred Symposium. Take care of yourselves. Comment, like, share, and watch over and over again. Bring in the higher self, and we'll see you next time.